Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. This is Alia Sel and I believe this is my third video on a free mesh head this week. If I'm not mistaken, might be this week or last week as well, but I'm super excited to show you this head from Genus project which is a very popular mesh head company within Second Life. So it makes it a lot more exciting because you are going to easily find a lot of inexpensive skins for this head, a lot of cosmetics, a lot of anything that you can apply to this head. You will be able to find it in bundles. It is also very exciting for newcomers within Second Life to be able to have a Genus head. They are very good quality mesh heads that come with great HUDs. But because of that, I wanted to go through a step by step of showing you guys the HUD to this specific head. So without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, you guys, I think I have my camera pretty close to my head, and I also have the HUD on so we can go right through it. You see my avatar moving, but I do have her moving around with my AO on purpose because I wanted to go through the three buttons down here on your right, which is the very last ones. And the first one says freeze, which is the eyeball. Second one is the mouth and it says open. And then the third one says freeze body, which is what I'm going to use right now. There we go. And I'm going to move just a little bit. And there you go. You get into a freezing position so you can start working on your head and on your HUD. The very first button where you see the eyeball, it's just to freeze your eyes so they don't move around. So I like to keep it on freeze. I am not wearing the Genus eyes, which is what it's going to work on, and not on any other mesh eyes like mine. But mine are logged in as well. The next button is the mouth, and it is for you to open it or close. And I'm going to be using that to show you the different teeth and tongue textures that they have. But for right now, I'm going to close it. I could actually minimize that just like I did by clicking on these little arrows. But I'm going to be leaving this one because we're going to be needing it for all of these right here. So the first tab, you will see three small tabs right here: info, help, and FAQ. You can click on those and it'll give you a link for the page in case you have any extra questions or you need any extra info. So the first columns are the hair base and the brows. The first three are your hair bases that come with it. I don't know if you can see the difference between them, but it's mainly the small baby hairs in the front. I will show you guys the third one so you can see the baby hairs a little bit more because it's the one that has a little more. There we go. So you see that it's gray. Well, now we're going to talk about the tab that's over here on your right. Okay, so the very first tab here, it says hair base, and this little drop on the side will remove it if you don't want that one. Voila. But I'm going to put it back on again, and I have it highlighted. Means that you can use the color picker right here to tint it. So I don't know, let's make it darker so it's obvious for you guys, and that's quite obvious. Or any color that you choose, that way it can fit to your hair. And I'm going to remove that right now again by clicking on the little water drop. Then you have two types of eyebrows. I already have mine from the skin, but I'm going to click on it so you guys can see them. And they're going to be painted over my other original eyebrows, if you guys can see it. They are in white. These eyebrows are considered tattoos. So you are going to click on tattoo, which is the fourth tab. And if you saw them going black, it's because I already had it in the black section of the color picker. Again, you can just tint them any color you wish to do that, and you can play around. There we go. We got it in blue. You get the idea, right? Again, you click on the little not eye drop. You click on the little water drop right next to the word tattoo, and it will remove that. Eyelashes. You have 5 types of eyelashes, from simple ones, and these are the ones I'm going to wear. They are white, which means you can, again, color them. I'm going to color them in black. So you click on the eyelashes tab. They're blue right now because I had originally picked the color blue to show you guys with the eyebrows, but that actually looks pretty cute, right? But again, I just want them black. So there we go. That is the smallest eyelashes that you guys get here, and then the most dramatic ones. Next line is the beauty marks, and you guys got freckles, two types of freckles, two types of moles, and wrinkles. Type A freckles. There you go, which is freckles across the nose and the upper cheeks. Type B freckles is almost all over, kind of a little more on the cheeks and on the forehead area. Then you have moles, which you get two moles on type A, and type B moles is just one beauty mark. There you go. Then wrinkles. The wrinkles are actually very subtle. You see the lines on your forehead and maybe some laugh lines right here. Those are the ones that are more noticeable, maybe something under the eyes. Let's clear that out. And all of these freckles, moles, and wrinkles are considered tattoos. So you're going to click on the water drop right next to the tattoo to clear that. There you go. So now we're going to go back and open the mouth. Actually, you know what? Let me put my hair on first, but I'm going to open the mouth as well. All right, the next one is the teeth and tongue texture. So there is one that I believe the only difference is between the texture. The other one is very, very white, which is the one I'm going to put on right now. There you go. Then the third one is pretty obvious. It's blood on your teeth for roleplay purposes, maybe, or if you just like to have a thing like that. And the last two, or the textures or the color for your tongue, that is texture number one, which is a subtle pink, and the texture number two, it's a more deeper rose or pink. Um, Color. I'm not wearing the eyes to the Genus, but these are the five colors that you guys get. So it's the basic colors from brown or light brown all the way to black. So I won't be able to show you the colors to the sclera, but that is pretty common sense, right? It's the light, and then you guys get a little bit of more of a bloodshot eye, and one is more ruptured veins in your in your sclera. Lacrimal coracles, we know what those are, which are right here in the inner corner of the eye. You can see the textures that change when I do. You guys have three textures, lightest to darkest, and you just saw it change to the darkest one, and I have it on the lightest color right there, but I'm actually going to leave it in the middle. There we go. Okay, the next tab is cosmetics, which is going to be fun for you guys to play around with. This is very self-explained eyeliners. I'm going to put one on for you guys and leave it there for the meantime. Let me close the mouth now. All right, so the eyeliners and the eyeshadows are work with the same tab, which are the eyeshadows. So if you want to remove the eyeliner, you're going to click on the eyeshadow drop in order for it to be removed, just like I did. Eyeshadows, you guys get five colors from that. I'm going to do very subtle one. Um, you can actually see it pretty well. And the difference whenever you remove it. So eyeshadow, you have the eyeshadow tab. I'm going to remove that. Tattoo. So you guys get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tattoos. Face tattoo of a spades, a royal, nautical, floral, and a sprig. I'm going to click tattoo and see what that gives us. Oh, actually, they're actually really, really small. I'm going to remove my hair once again, just so I can show you those tattoos. It's like a little star right there and a little anchor by my eye. And that one, pretty obvious. You guys can remove it by the tattoo water drop, right? That's the one that's right next to the tattoo sign. Next one is the makeup. So we start with the blush. You guys get peach, pink, peach 2, pink too. And contour, I'm going to put a little bit of pink on her. So this is where you can come and play with the opacity of the color of your makeup. So for example, I'm having my blush. I'm going to move it a little to the side and I'm going to click right on the cheek area on the face right here on the HUD. You see it turning blue and the opacity is at 90%. I don't believe it goes up higher. I've tried and it doesn't, but I want you to pay attention to my cheeks and I'm going to lower it. And then you can see it kind of just basically my blush disappears. It goes all the way to 10%, but I will show you once I go back to 90%, my blush goes up. The same thing for the lipsticks. I'm going to pick the brightest color that there is. I'm going to deselect this and I have the red color. So again, you're going to be clicking on the lips. So it's just playing around with the opacity of the lips only. So we're gonna lower it to, I don't know, taking a guess here is 30%, and then you see that it's a very subtle color now. But if you want to go up again, then you click on 90% or as high as you want to have it and just play around with it. But I'm going to remove that lipstick, and it actually has its own tab. Lipstick, you click the water drop and it'll erase. Under the settings tab, the fitting neck. I am wearing the Maitreya body right now, so it fits perfectly. You also have the fit neck for Belleza and the one for Slink, but they also have it in sizes from extra small to extra large. I'm sorry. They also have skin tones from the Skinnery, from very light to the darkest color that they have here. They also have the colors that you can tint yourself. All right, we're gonna go back to open the opening of the mouth. Okay, for the teeth shape, you guys have natural. I believe those are the ones I'm wearing. They are. Then you guys have veneers. Ooh, pretty. I think I'm gonna be leaving them there. You also have a teeth gap to be unique. Teeth gap, teeth gap. There we go. You have your vampire teeth, and then you have crooked teeth, which is a very interesting feature, but I'm going to leave it on veneers. So I believe that the add-ons are usually added in their folders, but not in they weren't added in the free gift, which is perfectly fine. But I believe, I'm not sure if you guys can buy these separately or not. I'm gonna have to find that out. And let's discuss down here, which is the resize eyes. Very simple to do. You do have the option to click on the right eye only or the left eye only to resize them and move them. Or if you want to do both of them, you just make sure you get both of those letters highlighted. They have a resize for your eyelashes. I'm going to show that to you right now. If you pay attention to my eyelashes, they are getting bigger as I click, or you can have them as small as you want. I'm just gonna leave them right there. For the ear rotation, I'm going to remove my hair for the 50th time. But another, again, this is one of my favorite features of mesh heads. This one, you guys have a rotation for your ears. You're gonna have to click on right and left if you want both of them to be moving at the same time, and it's going to do that right now. Let me come back a little more. There you go, and I'm sure you guys can see that. And I'm gonna put them back to where they are. I really, really, really love that. Because I do have some of the hairs that I love for her ears to be sticking out because it just looks cuter in my opinion. If you click the X, it'll go back to how they were before. And let's go back to my hair again. Okay, so we're gonna be coming to the right side right here, you guys, where it says textures, and you guys have, I'm not sure if I can get close enough to my face to show you guys pores, which is what I'm wearing right now. I'm not sure if you guys can see it very well with my camera, but I certainly can see my pores compared to the wrinkles. So I'm going to show you the wrinkle texture that they have here. And wow. Let me minimize this right here, you guys. This is a lot more wrinkles than the tattoo texture that we saw earlier. It's a lot of little lines on the upper lip. They are under your eyes, all over your forehead, your very, very obvious laugh line. So there's quite a lot of people that love using this look, and I am absolutely loving it for those that do. But I think I'm going to just keep it on pores for my personal taste. These four tabs right here where it says skin, you have oily, wet, glam, and glow skin. Oily skin, pretty self-explained, right? When you click on it, it's going, you're going to be working with it with your intensity level. It's at 10% right now, which is basically zero, but I'm going to put it at 90, and it gives you that wet look, just that oily look, just like it says. Then you have your wet skin, which is your face looking like it has water drops all over it. Next one is the glam skin, which is less of the oily skin for me personally. It just has certain shine in certain areas. And then you have the glow skin, which is much more subtle shininess in your face, but it's still pretty there. Again, you can play with the intensity level on that on all of those four. And I actually like the glow skin on her, the way that it looks right now. It looks more like highlights. But if you don't want that, you can just click on remove materials and it'll remove all of that. These right here, you can hide your scalp, you can hide your left ear, or you can hide your right ear, or both at the same time. You can obviously delete your scripts, make sure you have another copy of that, and you can always go to their Flickr, their YouTube channel, and they'll also have a tab for their landmark for their store. Oh, you guys, before we go on, I did completely forget to mention this little area right here. If you see the blank face and it says reset to default, when you click on that, your whole face will turn white, meaning it will remove everything that was on your face, and that means your skin and makeup and anything that you had on. Hiding layers means it will hide your makeup, even your eyelashes and such that you used from the HUD. And show all layers, it will bring it all back. Now, this is very small to see, but there is a wording here that says Bakes on Mesh, and it's a little button. I have Bakes on Mesh activated because I am all Bakes on Mesh. So once you click on it again, once you turn it off, you're going to see this monster, which means it is deactivated. I mean, it's a little hard to explain Bakes on Mesh right now, just in this video, but if you do know about Bakes on Mesh, that is how you activate Bakes on Mesh on your Genus HUD, rather than buying a Genus Bakes on Mesh relay HUD that we used to do prior to the new HUDs that they have now. But I wanted to mention where the Bakes on Mesh button was before we went on. So very quickly, I want to go over your animations hide or your facial expressions hide. And again, very basic to understand your emotional moods. It has happy, worry, sad, hurt, boring. I use most of these for pictures and for videos. I'm going to show you happy, and it will highlight it as you can see it. If it's highlighted and you keep it that way, your avatar is going to have that expression all of the time, but you can click it again and it'll go back to normal. Down here it says simple mood, basic mood from type A to type E. You can play around with those, but you see the play button right here and the stop button. Again, it's the same thing, so I'm going to do type E. I don't know what it is, but I clicked on it and it seems like she's just subtly um, blinking and giving you a sleepy look. Yeah, it's giving you a sleepy look. I'm going to click on stop on that one, and I'm going to do type. Oh, is it doing? Mm, There we go. Okay, I'm going to click. Well, actually, I'm going to leave them there. Here you have your microphone. Um, button. If you don't want your mouth to move, you can just click on this and it'll stop you from moving it. The same thing for typing. Your mouth will move whenever you are talking, whenever you are typing, I'm sorry, but you can deactivate that by clicking on that. These are also other expressions or animations for your mouth: talk relaxed, neutral, angry, and chew animation. So what happens with these? For example, if you have the chew animation on, when you have your speak button or your microphone button on, that's what she's gonna look like she's doing, which is chewing. If you see that. I thought that was really cute. If you want to look like you are chewing rather than talking when you have your microphone on. They also have more facial expressions here. Well, these are the facial expressions. These were emotional moods, simple moods. That way I can give them their correct name. For example, you can click on the sad face and click on play, and she's going to be having this sad expression on her face. Don't know if you guys can see lock neck. You can always click on lock neck and her neck will not move when she has these expressions. And I just locked it right there. Now you see that it's highlighted and she's going to continue doing that from time to time. And you see that her neck stopped moving. If you want to remove that, you just click on it again and it will stop doing that expression. Down here, you guys have static poses for lips and tongues. You can have a permanent static smile. If you want to walk around like that or just have it on. I prefer to have my lips closed. You guys can play around with that. You also have eyelids and brows. So I'm going to click on the high arch eye. And well, that means that she has a matte expression. Again, those are static and you can just keep it like that. Eye rotation, I cannot show you that because I am not wearing her. Oh, actually, I can. Okay, so it rotates my eyes even though I'm not using the Genus eyes. You guys can just click on the direction that these arrows are pointing to, and it will move to that direction. But if you click right in the middle, it will center her eyes again. You do have brow animations, which is simple, neutral, faster, and slower. I'm going to click on faster, and that's just her blinking faster, I think. I don't see her. Yep, I do see her eyebrows moving. There we go. I'm going to remove that. And then right here at the end, she has a row of poses. I'm going to click on the wink one. Let's see what it does. It winks, obviously. And again, you guys can play with all of those. She actually has a shuffle for the mood shuffle and your emotions. I don't know why my face is continuing to do that if everything is turned off. Not sure. I think maybe you have to click on the X's here for it to stop working. Yeah, that's what it was. So I think we are done with the hide for your animations. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me in this video. If you do have any questions, don't forget to leave them down below. I really hope that it was helpful. And if I forgot anything that you guys noticed, then do leave it down below the comments as well. I will see you guys later, and I hope you enjoy this head. Also, I forgot to mention that you do have to join the group. In order to have this head. You do not have to go to the store to have this head. Once you join the group, go ahead and go into the notices section, and the head will be in there for you guys. So you don't have to go and get into the store because it's really packed right now. It's very hard for some people to get in due to the sale that they're having on the rest of their heads for 40% off. Again, I want to thank the creators so much, to all of them that are doing a lot for all of us Second Life users. And I will see you guys later. Bye bye.